Yo, y'all know what it is. Chris Jones.
Ike Barron, welcome to Spoken
It's
Minds.
time, Spoken Minds.
Let's
it's
get it.
Thirsty Thursday. If you're at home drinking your drink, eating your dinner, glad you're tuning in with us. Thank you for coming to the show. Don't forget to like, comment, and as always, as you was taught in kindergarten, sharing is caring.
Yeah, and subscribe to our channel, please.
That's right, man. So let's dive right into today's show. We have a big track and field matchup going down. You know, we missed it for the Olympics. Everybody was hyped to see Shikari going against the Jamicans in the Olympics. We didn't get to see it, but now we get to see it here this Saturday at the Prefontaine Classic, part of the Diamond League. What's your take on that?
Yeah, it'll be at on NBC starting at 4:30. This is one I really want to see, man.
Of course. It's going to be a good one.
It's got big hype.
It's going to be a
I
real
know
good one.
Shikari, she's raced against the Shelly Ann Fraser Price.
That's right.
The girl who won silver. She's raced against her twice, and she's beat her both times. This will be her first time lining up against Elaine Thompson Herrera.
It'll be a good one, man. It definitely will.
Elaine, man,
she's hot right now. She's hot. She won the 100. She won the 100 and 200 in the Olympics. You know, as we do in all sports, people like to ride the hot team in the wave. Right now, Elaine Thompson Herrera is hot. The last person to win both of those was Usain Bolt, and we see what he went on to do. Sha'Carri Richardson, she's got her hands full with this one. Like you said, Shelly Ann Fraser. Before this, she was the favorite. Before the Olympics, she had the third fastest time before the Olympics. Of course, Elaine Thompson Herrera, she came out blazing. She now has the second fastest time, overtook FloJo with 10.61.
She beat FloJo.
She beat
her
FloJo's.
Olympic record.
She beat her Olympic record.
But not FloJo's world record.
Nah,
but she beat her Olympic record, that's big time,
That's big time, man. It's very big. Like I said,
FloJo held that record for 33 years.
For a long time, man. Like I said, if you go back and look at the 2019 Diamond League race, Shikari did get smoked. Let's just keep it real. She got smoked. She came in fourth, close to almost fifth. But if you look at...
But she didn't get smoked by these girls.
No. But if you look at what she's done then to now and you compare her races, it's light years of a difference in her form and her technique and the way she races. I think Shikari's raw talent, and she still's got a long way to go. But I look for her to really step up to this challenge and compete.
She's definitely gonna step up just because, you know, all the stuff that went down with the Olympics and
I think she's coming and she's got something to prove. And of course, America and the world's watching.
But these Jamaican girls, man,
what's your prediction?
They not playing
what's your
around,
prediction?
man.
What do you think?
Ooh, I don't really
I'm a bet
know.
man now. I'm gonna give y'all the exclusive to right now.
I'm actually gonna say that Shelly Ann Fraser gonna win this race.
You must have been tapped into my phone, man, because I got Shelly Ann Fraser winning the race. I swear he must have just been peeping over my shoulder looking at my phone, but I got Shelly Ann Fraser winning the race. I think Thompson Herrera, I think she still comes in second.
I think I want to change my pick only because I never want to agree with you. So I want to change my pick then. I'm going to say Elaine Thompson Herrera. I'm going to take her.
I think she got a good shot. She's hot right now, so you can't go wrong with that. You can't go wrong. I think Shelly Ann Fraser wasn't really as hyped for the race because Shikari, it was supposed to be a matchup between her and Shikari. I don't think she gave it all. I think them two are going to come out. Like I said, I think Shikari comes in third and she places, which is good. It'll give a clear indication of where she needs to be next time the Olympics roll around. I think Shelly Ann Fraser is her last race. She's done after this.
I'm definitely going to be tuned in. NBC at 4:30.
4:30, everybody tune in, man.
I'm on it.
It's a lot. As you know, we got a lot of competition with the one-on-one in track and field. We also have a lot of one-on-one competition going on in football right now.
Oh, quarterbacks.
It's a lot of quarterback controversies going on right now in the NFL with the season up and coming and approaching. What do you think about these quarterback competitions that we got, man?
Man, I think there's some good ones. But let me start this one off for you. Okay. Let's do this competition that's going on.
It's really not.
In San Fran with
San Fran. Bang, bang, baby. Bang night of game.
You got Trey Lance and you got Jimmy Garoppolo.
Well, first and foremost, man, don't ever disrespect Jimmy Guwap like that. You pronounce his name first. It's Jimmy Guwap versus Trey Lance. Lance is young.
Jimmy Garoppolo.
You never pronounce the kids before the elder. So let's get that right.
I think Jimmy G's gonna win only because Trey Lance is experienced. He lacks experience. In college, he didn't play a whole lot of.
He only played one game.
So it's like
one game during COVID, man. He's a young guy.
And I'm saying in college period, he didn't play a whole lot.
No, he didn't, man. He didn't.
So I think that's the only reason Jimmy G will start the season off as QB1. But I think as the season goes on,
this guy's so disrespectful.
As the season goes on and the Niners are below par, I think Trey Lance gets that shot. And
that ain't water in that bottle, y'all.
I think Trey Lance will get that shot and take over that team.
This guy's lost his mind. Obviously, he must be drinking vodka or something in that bottle. I don't know what he got, but he's crazy. I'm going to say it like this, man. Jimmy G, he must have forgot what he did in 2019 when he led us to the Super Bowl and he won against very big matchups. He must have forgot that. I think Trey Lance has got
He didn't lead y'all to no Super Bowl.
He won big games, man.
He didn't win big games.
The Patriots, not the Patriots, but the Saints, big game. Green Bay, he steps up big and challenges. He doesn't turn the ball over. Trey Lance, I think he has the tools to be a great quarterback. We've seen it in preseason with a lot of his good plays and throws. Like you said, he's still young and raw talent. I think eventually he could, in a couple years down the road, but I think Jimmy G's going to do what he got to do. He doesn't turn the ball over. When he's got a healthy core, they play good. He takes care of the ball. That's the big thing. And he's very efficient on third down. That's what you need out of your quarterbacks. You need a quarterback to be efficient on third down as Jimmy G's calling card. I look for him to have a big season. Trey Lance, I know you'll be ready. I think Shanahan will mix in a couple packages for you, but you'll probably be on the sidelines for the year.
So now that y'all done fast forwarding through that part of the show, let's talk about down in Denver.
Down in Denver, we got a real good quarterback battle. Drew Lock against Teddy Bridgewater.
Wait a second, man. Did you just say a good one?
I think it's a good one.
Man, you talking about two trash quarterbacks.
Wow.
Man,
I don't want to give no Louisville.
Both of those guys are not good, man.
Woo.
They're both okay, but they're not good. Man, Neither one of them, man. It's like just.
This is coming from a guy who rooted for Jameis Winston for
I had to
10
because
years.
he played on my team.
Brad Johnson,
but I would take Jameis Winston over
Sean
Drew.
Key.
I would take Jameis Winston over Drew Lock.
He done had Brady for 3 weeks and he bought a jersey already.
I look at it like this.
He had Brady for 3 weeks and bought a jersey.
I look at it like this.
Now he knows about quarterbacks.
If you start Drew Lock, you win 5 games. If you start Teddy Bridgewater, you win 6.
Listen, I tell you what, man.
What kind of draft pick do you want? Do you
hear this, man?
That is who you decide
Tom
on.
Brady picks to go. Tom Brady picks to go to Tampa, and now these Tampa Bay fans are so bougie. We can just do anything we want. We can get any. You want some Grey Poupon with that?
Jones.
Golly, man.
And like I asked,
Drew Lock is a good quarterback.
I said this to you earlier. In the last 25 years. My Buccaneers have won 2 Super Bowls.
Anyway, man.
Your Niners have won 0.
You've watched them all. But
what I'm saying, listen, you haven't seen your team win since you was in middle school.
We just was in the Super Bowl. We've been winning.
I said you haven't seen your team win a Super Bowl since you was in middle school. You wasn't even old enough to stay up late and watch the end of the game.
I was staying up late. I'm sorry about that too, Mama.
Yeah, now your mom made you go to bed.
Yeah, she thought she did. Let's just say that. She thought she did.
So what's your take on Drew Lock and Bridgewater?
But I like Drew Lock. I don't know why Drew Lock has the intangibles to be a good borderline great quarterback. He has the arm, he has the vision. We knew what he was.
Why hasn't he showed it?
Because
don't say he don't have weapons, because he got weapons.
The Denver Broncos organization has been dysfunctional.
Listen, man.
What's their coach's name?
He's got a good.
Who's their coach?
Listen,
do you know who their coach is?
I have no clue.
I
can tell you this.
I know they done had 2 or 3.
He's got great weapons. He's got.
But if the offense
look, that's receivers, tight end, and you got running backs,
and he's got
Melvin Gordon,
and he's been having a new system all the time. So it means you learn one playbook, and the next year you got to learn another one. And then, so that's affected
You can't use that because you're the same person that talks bad about Jameis Winston, and he went through a new system damn near every year.
Jameis Winston thought he was balling when he threw 50 interceptions. That let me know exactly where he was at. He said he was balling because he threw 50 interceptions.
I would take his 30 interceptions and 5,100 yards over Drew Lock or Teddy Bridgewater.
That's the idiot Buccaneer fans I know right there. Them is the ones.
He won more games than Drew Lock.
Listen, man, I like Drew Lock. I think he has the intangibles to be good. I didn't really agree with Denver even going after Teddy Bridgewater. I don't think and even in the grand scheme of things, I don't think he was more talented than Drew Lock to win the position. I don't think Teddy Bridgewater wins the position. Drew Lock doesn't do anything. If you looked in preseason, he hasn't done anything to lose the position. If they give it to Teddy Bridgewater, it's strictly going to be about the money that they got.
Why are we even talking about these guys, man? They're garbage, man.
Let's go to a better one, man. The Patriots. You got the Patriots. Good quarterback battle. Now, don't you disrespect Cam Newton like that.
I sure am.
Cam Newton, Superman, is in a battle with Matt Jones. You got Cam Newton, former NFL MVP. You got Matt Jones. He's up and coming. Who's going to win that battle?
Cam ain't been good since he started looking like somebody's auntie.
Golly, man.
He has fell completely off.
He's got a good fashion sense.
Man, he has fell completely off, man. He has not been good. What did he throw for 2,600 yards last year? 8 touchdowns and
they didn't have no
10 interceptions.
Don't be disrespecting Cam like that, man.
Man, Cam is not that man anymore, man. Now that he's done had some injuries and stuff, and he's not explosive.
He got beat up.
What I'm saying is he's not explosive anymore. Can't run the way he used to. Now he's showing that his arm has never been that good. Running quarterbacks, when they always play good with them first half of their career,
they have short careers.
And then it ends. And I think he will start off the season as the number one quarterback of the team. Yeah. But I do believe that Mac Jones will take over, and I think he's going to take over sooner than later. I think he will take over around week 5. After
I hate to say this, man,
Tampa Bay goes to New England.
Everybody knows I'm a Cam Newton fan. I'm a big time Cam Newton fan. I always like the guy. He got talents and abilities that you can't teach. You can't teach what he brings to the table. But the things that you can teach, as far as poise, decision making in the playbook, Matt Jones is better than him at those type of things. That's the thing that's going to hurt Cam Newton in this offense. I'm like you. I think Matt Jones, if you watch the preseason game, he kind of got that Tom Brady it factor. He does have that it factor. I know it's early.
I like Matt Jones.
He was poised at Alabama, and he's bringing that winning mentality and poise here that I think is thriving. One thing that's good about Matt Jones is he's patient. He does the whole deacon ducks. He's patient. He takes what the defense gives you, but he's very efficient on third down. And that's what you need in a Bill Belichick offense. You need a quarterback that's efficient on third down. Cam Newton, not so much, man. He got all the talent, but he's not very good on third down. He tries to overextend plays and does too much, and it's cost a lot of fumbles and a lot of mistakes in crucial times. You don't see it out of Matt Jones. I think Matt Jones takes over week 3.
Yeah, Mac Jones, man.
I think as soon as the Patriots lose, it'll be on Cam Newton fumble at the end of the game, and we'll see Matt Jones come in, and he won't get the spot back.
I think Belichick and them actually spent all that money on them tight ends for Mac Jones.
They did. But Cam Newton likes tight ends too.
Yeah, but Cam Newton, he just makes them mistakes. He can't throw anymore, man.
He makes them mistakes. Belichick's offense is really like Tom Brady's offense, but it's just the mistakes that he makes that he has not changed, that you said for years. Trying to do too much.
Let's go to the Midwest, to Chicago.
We got a heck of a battle in Chicago, I guess.
Andy Dalton,
the Red Rifle,
and Justin
Andy Dalton with his new look, new mustache. He looks like a WWE wrestler, if you ask me. But then you got Justin Fields. Justin Fields, the young phenom. I really don't believe in Ohio State quarterbacks. They never do good. I've never known an Ohio State quarterback to do good ever in the NFL. So it makes me skeptical about all Ohio State quarterbacks, their whole team for that matter. But anyway, Justin Fields is really playing good. He's throwing it running. Who do you think, man? Do you think Andy Dalton holds the spot? They brought him in to be the starter.
Yeah, I think Andy Dalton wins the starting job.
You think he does?
And I actually think that as long as he stays healthy and if they not like way down at the bottom in standings, I think Andy Dalton can start the whole season. I think they sit Justin Fields and they let him learn, and they look to start him next season.
Well, I completely disagree with that whole thing that he just said right there. When you say sit and learn, who's he going to learn from? Because Andy Dalton doesn't really know much right now. From what we've seen in Dallas, he didn't really know much. I think Andy Dalton's best time is behind him.
Hey,
he left that in Cincinnati. You talked about Cam
anybody who plays in Dallas.
Okay. You talked about Cam Newton taking a beating. Andy Dalton took beatings in Cincinnati for a long time.
But he can still throw the ball.
He can still throw the ball. Because he can throw it, don't mean he can throw it to a receiver. He can throw it in the stands. He can throw it the other way.
That's Cam Newton.
He can throw it to the other team because that's what Andy Dalton's good at.
You think Fields is going? When do you think Fields will take over?
I think Fields is going to have day one. I think Fields is going to have the spot from day one. What he did in preseason with the throwing and running, and I think he brings that exciting factor that Chicago hasn't had in a long time with quarterbacks.
Just by you saying
when have Chicago had a good quarterback? When have they ever had anybody decent? Probably since Jay Cutler. He's bringing something decent.
Andy Dalton. I need you to hear this. Jones picked Justin Fields to win that starting job from day one. You know what that means?
It means after day
two. Congratulations, Andy Dalton. You just got that number one spot. Because anything this guy says is always completely wrong.
I'm gonna tell you like
congratulations,
this.
Dalton.
If Andy Dalton, if you watching, day one, Justin Fields the starter. Day two, you can come over here on Spoken Minds that Thursday. We got a spot open for you. Because he ain't going to have a spot in Chicago. Okay? He's going to be cut. He's going to be looking for a job. We need a new cameraman.
Check us out. We can already go down to Nolans.
That's the worst quarterback battle that we have.
It's but I'm going to tell you this before
they got good food
I'm going to tell you this before you even start.
Golly.
When we talk about this quarterback competition between Jameis Winston and Taysom Hill, if you say Taysom Hill,
I don't have nothing to say about
if you say Taysom Hill, I will get up and I will walk off this show. I am not playing with you. You better not say Taysom Hill.
Unfortunately, I can't say Taysom Hill. He ain't even a quarterback. I mean, it's the worst of two terrible quarterbacks. You want Jameis Winston. If y'all watch any of his offseason workout videos, they need to be on Comic View and Saturday Night Live. I don't know what he was training to do. He looked like he was training to hold the ball too long in the pocket, which is what he does anyway. He looked like a hot mess working out. I don't know what he was doing. I seen Tom Brady do 5 minutes. I seen Jameis Winston do 30 minutes of drills, Tom Brady 5 minutes, and it looked like Tom Brady got more out of the 5 minutes than he got out of a 3-hour workout. I think
when Jameis works out, he don't work out with his receivers. He works out with the corners.
I don't know.
Because that's who he throws the ball to anyway.
Now on the plus side, he got LASIK surgery. He said his eyes is better so he can see, so he may not throw 50 innings. But from what we've seen in the preseason, he's still terrible.
Listen, man, he had the LASIK surgery before last season, and when Drew Brees got hurt, he couldn't win the starting job over Taysom Hill,
who's not a quarterback.
What is he?
He's a better Tim Tebow.
Gosh,
he's a slightly better Tim Tebow. He's Tim Tebow with a little bit more accuracy.
But they paying this man a lot of money to be. To just be
anybody in that
a gopher is what we'll call him. He's a gopher. He's a go for this, go for that. Wherever
did a terrible job of planning their future after Drew Brees, and it shows because Taysom Hill ain't it, Jameis Winston ain't it, Michael Thompson's ready to go. I feel sorry for Alvin Kamara. Pick him up in fantasy because he's going to run 40 times a game.
Yeah,
that's all we say. That's all we got to say about that.
Teams put 8 in the boxes.
It's terrible. It's terrible, man. Moving right along, man. Of course, after football, you also got a big boxing match Saturday. Big boxing match. We got Manny Pacquiao versus Ugas. Of course, it was supposed to be Pacquiao versus Spence.
I was ready to see that.
Everybody was ready to see that, man. That was going to be a very good fight, man. Pacquiao versus Spence. Of course, Spence pulled out at the last minute. He had a little problem with his eye, so they
had
ruled him in
a tear in his eye.
He had a tear in his eye.
I don't even know who Ugas is.
Okay, so backstory on Ugas. Ugas was on the undercard. He was on the undercard of this fight. Of course, to salvage the fight because they pulled Spence so late, with all the ventures and all the money that they put in their promotion, it was going to be hard to bring another fighter in. They just took Ugas from the undercard up. This is just strictly a money grab. They're really hyping Ugas up to be something, but I don't think he's not anything for Pacquiao. He's not the next guy. He's a champion, but he got the belt that Pacquiao vacated. Understand this, Pacquiao, when he fought, he didn't fight for the WBC belt. He vacated it. So they gave it to Ugas. He was the next up. He was the title contender next. He went to court for it, and they said, no. Pacquiao's like, hey, give my belt back for the next fight. The WBC organization was like, no, we want you to fight Ugas. Pacquiao was like, you know what? I'm good. Y'all can just keep the belt. I'm going over here and fight Spence. I don't want to fight that bum. And it just so happened that here we are today. Now that Spence is out, he's fighting Ugas. So, I mean, I'm actually, I was going to tune in with Pacquiao and Spence. I'm not going to tune in. I'll just wait for the alert on my phone for Pacquiao with this win.
I can say, yeah, I was very intrigued and ready to see the Spence and Pacquiao fight.
I was too, man.
And then after Spence got hurt and they put this Ugas, or however you pronounce his name. Yeah. Once they put him in, like, I lost complete interest.
It lost control,
but
man.
With you just telling me how they was wanting to fight, they was wanting to do this fight before, and Pacquiao said no, kind of makes me interested again. Like,
yeah, I mean, it's got a storyline.
Now Ugas has, he has something that he can focus on to say, hey, this man tried to play me like I was a nobody, and now he might come out and be ready.
Yeah, I think he has every reason to be motivated.
He's still gonna get beat.
I think he's gonna get beat. But now what hurts me with the Spence thing is, Spence was up and coming. This was gonna be his big fight. I did predict Spence to knock out Pacquiao in major fashion, and then I think this would have elevated Spence to be that next American icon in boxing that we need. Everybody says boxing is a dying sport, and that's strictly because we don't have that American icon that we usually have in the sport. It's thriving in England because England has Tyson Fury as well as Anthony Joshua. It's thriving in Mexico because they have Canelo. Boxing is dying here because we don't have that Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield, George Foreman. We don't have those top guys. And I think Spence was on his way. It really sucks for boxing, man. What's next? I guess Spence and Crawford need to fight because we need that guy for the sport. If you're a boxing fan such as myself, man, we had a tough road. No Joshua and Fury. No Fury and Wilder. No Spence and Crawford. And now no Spence and Pac-Man. So as boxing fans, I know you like me. You're hurting. All we got is Jake Paul and the Paul brothers fighting old boxers. That's all we got right now.
Man.
So we just got to hold on, man, to the sport. And hopefully, man, we'll get some good fights coming, man.
All right. We got a little thing we want feedback from you guys, but me and him gonna go back and forth with.
Let's get it.
What would you rather have? Light liquor or dark liquor?
They said light keeps you right, brown bring you down.
So me, I'm definitely going light because I'm a tequila man. God. Give me my tequila.
He don't even drink the right tequila.
Man, give me my tequila. That's all I need.
What kind of tequila? Tell the fans what you recommend as far as tequila.
For me?
Well, I mean, to the fans, the fans want to know.
I drink that Pat Ron. That's what I drink, Pat Ron. I mess with the Don Julio, but I really mess with Pat Ron.
Whatever Soulja Boy tells him. Soulja Boy like Pat Ron, he likes Pat Ron. Go figure. Now, me, myself, of course, I'm going bottom, but I don't like all that Hennessy. I'm all about the bourbons, man.
Yeah, see, you gotta have Lil Nas X says drink bourbon. He drinks bourbon.
He does not say drink bourbon. He does not. Now, let me tell you something about, man, here we are, we're in Kentucky. Kentucky is known for making the great and the best bourbons. It's a delicacy. Anywhere you travel around the world, just like we're known for horses, we're known for horse racing, we're known for UK basketball, we're known for bourbon. You know, as I got to recommend anything, man, one of the top bourbons, of course, I like is Blanton's Bourbon. You got Weller's. They have plethora of kind. Those are pretty hard to get. But if you want a bourbon that's always on the shelf at the store, I mean, getting Weller's bourbon it's almost like getting a Jordan release. Once that is released on a Saturday, if you're not in the in crowd, you may look up and get a bottle if you go in the store, but you may not get it. But if you want a good bourbon that you could get that's always on the shelf, of course you got Buffalo Trace. It's a well-known one. And I like Four Roses, single batch, single barrel. Those are excellent bourbons, top 5. Bourbon is good for sipping. If you like to sip.
Bourbon is trash. It is horrible.
He knows nothing.
That stuff is garbage.
Listen, man, it's the reason why the old folks and the old grannies was drinking.
I'd rather drink hot dog water.
Drink hot dog water then. That's what you gonna do. That's what they did in his neighborhood.
Plus, y'all know I'm team light skin all the way. But the I don't mess with nothing dark. Nothing dark.
He don't mean that. Your fiance's dark.
She's not dark.
Okay. We can look at that picture
She's not dark. She's not dark.
She ain't light.
You are dark.
That's right.
You Michael Blackson color.
Get out of here. You Michael Jackson. Hey, you Michael Jackson post-surgery. Post-surgery Michael Jackson.
Put in the comments what y'all like. Would you rather have the light liquor
or the dark
liquor?
All my bourbon
drinkers. Give me light
always.
Tequila.
And if you don't drink
and if I ain't drinking tequila, I'll drink vodka.
If I'm drinking bourbon, if I'm drinking tequila, I'm gonna drink dark tequila, the anejo. That's what you need to drink.
Quit calling anejo.
You don't want to drink that stuff that the rappers is talking about, that Patron that look like water. Nah, you don't want that hangover medicine. You want something real good that you can sip and actually enjoy. Not something you're gonna drink fast and have a headache and be running into the poles trying to get into the club. You don't want that.
Pat Ron. Let's get it. All right, let's get into our segment, man. What the what?
What the what?
Now watch me win. Now watch me nay nay. Now watch me win. Watch me nay nay. Now watch me win. Now watch me nay nay. Now watch me win. Watch me nay nay.
What did I just watch? What was that I just watched? Whatever school that was, y'all dead wrong for that. Y'all are dead wrong.
They done turned the nay nay into a chorus song.
Y'all turned the nay nay into a chorus song.
They gonna perform this in front of the parents, or was they performing it, or was I bet their parents is like, what the hell is a nay nay?
What is a nay nay? These kids, man, ain't got no rhythm. I hate to talk about people's kids. You can't develop rhythm. Either you got it or you don't.
Jones, they say, watch me whip.
Good.
And watch me nay.
Throw the whole chorus away. Scratch it. Y'all should have did the Macarena. Something different. Y'all shouldn't have did the whip the nay nay. Come on,
man. Plus, I don't see not a single person of color.
They could have taught
them how to do it. Nobody taught them how to do it.
Nobody could have taught them how to do it. From the kids to the teacher. Y'all need to watch more YouTube and practice. Hey, before y'all do this, practice.
Shout out to Drew, who was on the show last week. This looked like something Drew would do.
That's definitely Drew. Drew, we need you to contact that school, man, and teach them a little something.
Man, that's crazy.
Golly, man.
All right, now let's get into, I say it every week, my favorite segment of the show, the giving back segment.
We like to give back, man.
We love to give people from our community their flowers while they're here. We like to just tell the world,
what they got going on.
Yeah, what they're doing, what they got going on, energy. The things that they do in this city.
Not only.
We are doing my boy, Larry Starks.
Larry Starks, man.
Comedian Larry Starks.
Man, I went to high school with Larry, man. He's always been a solid dude. He's always been funny. And he's still funny right now, man.
Listen,
doing his thing, man.
This dude is crazy.
He's
I remember
nuts.
when I first met Starks, somebody introduced us, and it was like on some, we was just talking, clowning each other and stuff. Man, this dude has clowned me He has clowned me every time he has seen me. He has a joke. I seen him in the mall one time, and this man chased me down from one side of the mall to the other just to roast me for about 20 straight minutes.
Hey, man, Starks has been giving us comedy on Facebook and on social media for a long time through his videos, through his stand-ups, man. Definitely support what he's doing, man.
Yeah,
he's got a lot of upcoming shows, man. He's next up. He's next up, man. We're going to speak it into existence.
Man, listen,
a Netflix show is coming, man, soon, man, for my guy. I see it, man.
I remember when he first was like, you know what? I'm going to take this stuff serious because people keep telling me that I can do this.
Oh,
and that was like back in 2011. I remember he started doing like videos on social media and stuff. If you go back and see a lot of those old videos, a lot of that stuff, he was clowning me. I remember he did his first show. I can't remember what it was called, but he had a spot on Winchester Road that, he did like some stand-up comedy and like had other people come in and do comedy. Man, the guy has always been funny.
Man.
But since then, the man has done big things.
Oh, yeah, he's done elevated, man. He perfects his craft, man.
This man has worked with some big-name people. Like, he's worked with Bruh Man from Martin.
Come on, man.
He's worked with Red Grant. He's worked with Adele Givens, Gary Owen, Donnell Rollins, Mike Epps.
Yeah.
All of the 85 South Show members.
They stay hitting him up, man. He stayed doing shows with them.
And he did some stuff with Shaq and many more. He's
like
done stuff with so many people.
Your hard work don't go unnoticed. It seems like anytime somebody's calling him, wants him for a show, he's hitting the road and he's there. He's always reaching out. He stays putting content on there, man. One thing about being great is about consistency, and he's out, man. And like I said, my dude is actually seriously funny, man. He keeps me cracking up on Facebook.
And if you're not following him, you need to follow him.
Steezy Starks, Larry Starks.
On all social media platforms. I'm talking about TikTok, Snapchat,
and he's got some dope
YouTube,
shirts, man. Definitely support
Facebook,
that AAA.
Twitter.
I support the AAA, man, all day.
Promise that. Man. He has a lot of clothing that he puts out.
AAA, man.
Some good stuff, man. Y'all definitely need to go peep.
The Areola Association.
He also has some upcoming events coming up.
That's right.
September 1st, he will be at the Century Theater in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Not too far.
On September 11th, he'll be doing the Neo Soul Nights here in Lexington, Kentucky.
There you go.
And then in October, he will be doing some work in New York. Details will be coming soon for that. Yeah. And also coming soon, he has a comedy special coming soon called Real is Rare. I love the title.
I can't wait for that, man.
The title alone lets it know that he is getting ready to like do some real talk comedy.
Right. I'm saying like lay it out there, man.
I think doing real talk comedy is gonna be like how like Dave Chappelle and them bring it, how they talking real. It ain't just jokes.
No, it's
they
real
talking
life.
real life stuff to you,
through, man. And he's gonna have a lot to talk about, man. Because let's not forget, man. Larry does a little bit of everything, man. He washes cars, he vacuums cars, he makes burgers, he makes fries, he cleans the ceiling.
He does carpet,
everything, man.
He does
Promise
carpet.
You, man.
He has like strap-on beards that he sells.
Strap-on beards, man.
He does a lot, man.
If you need a blanket quilted up, holler at Larry. He gonna get you together, man. I promise you, he does everything from shape ups to cake ups.
Yeah,
he makes cakes and bakes cakes and cupcakes. He does everything.
Yeah,
man.
He definitely does it all, man. That's my guy though,
Shout out to Steezy, baby.
Hey, and if you ever heard of a little videos that he does called "Oh My God,"
hilarious, man.
I have like 3 or 4 videos of me that he's done.
You gonna have to get him back, man.
I come for.
It sounds like
hey, no. Most of those videos came from me clapping at him and him clapping back.
Because he sure enough beat you down.
I was one of the only ones that ain't. I'm one of the only ones that ain't scared to come at Starks.
Yeah. So Starks comes with it now. He definitely comes with it, man.
For real, check out Larry Starks all social media platforms.
My dog, man. Wish you nothing but great success, man. We definitely
you know what it is with us, bro. We love you, man.
We definitely support you on BTG, man, and appreciate that.
All right, that's it for the show. But before we go, we always end with our random rant.
Yes, man. I'm gonna tell you what really burns me up, man. With the season changing and it's becoming fall. We got some people who still go by this fashion myth that you can't wear white after Labor Day. I'm going to tell you right now, screw that. We're done with that. Quit saying that. Everybody who says that, it makes me feel like you're super old, man. Let's debunk that fashion. That was in 1900s when they developed that.
You know who says that? Do you know who the people are that actually say that you can't wear white after Labor Day? Man? Bourbon drinkers.
Well, we all part of the upper echelon.
Us that drink tequila, we'll wear any color we want.
I mean,
man.
I'm going to tell you right now, man, you can wear white all year round. Forget that. You don't wear white after Labor Day. That was something they started in the 1900s. And the backstory on that is they said white is only worn by people who are getting married in weddings, and it's considered traveling attire. Well, that's old. That was in 1950. It is now 2021. Anybody who's still going by that route that you can't wear white after Labor Day, or even telling me I can't wear white after Labor Day, screw you. I'm going to wear white anytime I want to. And if it's snowing, guess what? I'm going to blend in.
Hey, let's have an all-white party real soon, man. Somebody in
town. We ain't going to be able to see you.
Somebody in town, let's get it.
We ain't going to be able to see you, man.
Because I want to see Jones in all white.
You will. I love all white, man. I wear my all white, because I'm something like a guy. Let's just put that out there, man.
You're too dark to wear all white. All right, man. Look, thank y'all for tuning in, man. We love y'all. Much respect.
Comment and share, man. Sharing is caring, man. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. Spoken Minds.
We love y'all, man.
We out here.
400.